Hello you guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I got finally Miss Ifat to join the channel. We've actually been moving apartments and it's been so stressful this week, so it was hard keeping up as well with social media and uploading the last video. It's been taking how many months? We've been filming that. I filmed that I think 3 weeks ago, and it just literally took me that long to upload it. But finally we're sitting again.
Sorry if I look crazy, by the way, I'm baking.
What are you baking?
My face.
So we were thinking, let's get ready and have like a cute little chit chat with you guys, because we still gotta do some content today. And yeah,
It's so stressful doing all this content, by the way. Like moving, it takes like so long to actually settle in, and then also creating content because you can't really take a break. It's like our side job. And it's just been so stressful. And then when you upload the content, especially on Instagram, the algorithm is just...
what happened to Instagram? Like, what are you doing? Why are you changing your algorithm every single day?
The algorithm is just not it anymore.
Instead of doing that, why don't you just work on, getting rid of those creepy DMs that we always get from men?
Oh my god, I am so fed up and tired of... because I never check my other requests, right? I never go into the other area where you get those DMs from people that you don't follow. But sometimes I kind of have to, because brands reach out. They don't necessarily email you. And then...
Yeah.
Sorry, our friend Nadia is standing in front of us with a face mask.
Okay,
She looks like something that came out of a horror movie. But yeah, like I never go into my other requests, and then the few times that I actually do go into them and I see things that I don't want to see, because it's like an invasion. I feel like it's an invasion of privacy, don't you think so?
It is. It's just so weird, these DMs. So first of all, why does Instagram have this tab where it puts all of the requests in the first tab that appears? What is it called?
No,
I think it's called...
you need to change your settings.
I need to change it, because that just popped up out of nowhere from one day to another. Once it did its update, it just decided to put everything in one tab, which I don't want. There's this general, the priority, and then there are the DMs, and that's how it used to be. But now in the first tab, it's everything.
Yeah,
else.
you need to
Anyways,
change it. Otherwise,
that.
you're gonna keep seeing all those creepy DMs, and
So
they're not very...
No, they're not.
Like,
I would... Sometimes you go through them, but just as you said, like, we're trying to look for like brand deals, because this is where they message and stuff.
yeah.
But the DMs that we get are just so weird.
I feel like every girl has at least one guy in there talking to himself continuously, like for weeks, months, even years. Like there was this one guy who was talking to himself. Actually, there were a couple of guys, okay, talking to themselves on a daily, updating me what they're doing throughout their day. And like I would see that every time I would go to my other requests, and they would always be on top, because you know how it shows you like the most recent ones.
That is so sad.
It is so creepy. Like I don't want to see that. I don't care. I don't even know you. And it got to the point where like they would start tagging me in things, or they would go onto my TikTok and start commenting over there and start tagging me. Like I don't want to see it already, but yet they're forcing me to look at it. Like it's like, to me, it's like an invasion of privacy. It's like you have no respect for me. Come on. Like I don't know you, and you're continuously DMing me for what? You know what I mean?
That is so sad. Like, if you don't get a response, like, stop.
But that's the thing. Like some people, they're just audacious like that.
Don't you have a job? Especially if they're from Dubai. Like if they're from Dubai, I'm not quite sure.
I don't know
where do you get
from.
the time to do that. No one's got the time over here, girl. I mean, besides those. So I believe a lot of you girls have gotten it as well, if not everyone.
Every girl at least has one guy that does this.
You know when a celebrity hits you up? What? Okay, so I want to ask you this.
Oh my god, don't even get
when a celebrity hits you up, what is the first thought that comes to your mind? Because I feel like it's different for everyone.
For me?
Yeah.
The first thought that comes to my mind is they just want to mess around. Because look, celebrities get a lot of women.
Yeah.
And I feel like in their mind, they're already thinking that they're going to get you when they hit you up. And all they want to do is just have fun. They're just... That's just the opinion that I have.
I don't know if anyone else thinks this way, but whenever I see a celebrity texting, I have in my mind like, is this some kind of a human trafficking kind of move? Because you know, some girls, like younger girls, they would be like, oh my god, you know, like he texted me, or like, I'm not saying every girl does this, you know, but like, you know, they would feel some kind of way, like, oh my god, this person's reached out.
No, but it happens. Remember the thing with Black China?
Yeah, that thing went, oh, that was wild. Like, I would have never, like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, you would never expect people like that doing that, you know? Someone you would never expect, someone from the government, politicians, police, whoever, you would never expect them to do something like that. So for me, you know, like, since I'm reading all of these articles and stuff, whenever I see a celebrity hitting you up on Instagram, because let's be honest, Instagram has become, like, back in the days, it was all about, you know, fashion, content, you expressing your passion for certain, you know, things that you like to do in life. Today, I feel like it's a dating app.
It's like, because it's so easily, like, it creates access to people, you know, like that's how even these people get into your DMs and they start talking to you and
talking to
themselves all day. It's just, you know, it makes it easier for people to reach you. That's why. But like, yeah, back to the celebrity thing. Celebrities do be thirsty as AF. Thirsty AF. Like, they will DM you. You don't respond. They will DM you again and again and again. And they will reply to your stories. They will heart your stories. You leave them on scene sometimes. Like, you would respond sometimes, leave them on scene, and they would come back. Like, let's just talk about how thirsty they are. And this includes athletes as well. Like, athletes are on a whole different level.
And that's sad, because sometimes, you know what I did? So when some of them hit me up, I go through their profile, right, and I see that they're married and stuff, and I would like the picture where his wife and his child appears. Only those pictures, you know, just to show, like, you've got a wife and you've got a child, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know? And for those who always be like, oh yeah, but like, what are you promoting it for? Like, why are you putting your pictures out there? Have you ever thought that we would like to do something, you know, in the future?
Like, they think it's for them, or we're trying to impress someone, you know?
And you know the ones that go like, oh, but you don't do this on the daily. When I'm off, when I go to work, I don't do it, because at the end of the day, I also like to take care of my skin, right? I don't want to put on makeup every day. But on my days off, when I go out with the girls, where I don't shoot content, like today, okay, we shoot content, but it's literally nothing that I need to put makeup on. But when I go out, I like to, you know, look put together. Does that make sense? Like, we just love to do that. Girls love to do that.
I look like this maybe 30% of the time. 70% of the time, I look like a bum. I don't care. Like, I just want to be comfortable, wear whatever I want, not have makeup on my face, do my skincare, fresh face, and it just
we
feels
just
good.
love doing it. You know, it's just girly. I don't understand why today it's like, oh my god.
Some days I want to dress up. Like, some days it makes me feel good putting on makeup and actually looking good. That's why we do it. Like, we don't do it to like impress men or anything like you girls out there, you get it, you know what we're talking about. Because I'm sure there's gonna be men in the comments like, oh, but you do it for us. Like, let's be real, like, you people need to, like, y'all need to like get a grip off reality, because not everything revolves around you.
It's giving main character syndrome.
You're not the main characters of our lives.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god, speaking of celebrities, okay, so this man, I'm gonna call him a man because he was a grown-ass man. He was like in his...
God,
remember I told you about him? He was maybe in his late 50s, and he DM'd me, and he was offering to be my sugar daddy. Like, straight up.
The one that's like in like a...
He was like, I don't want to say his name, but he was like a proper politician. And
the one who deleted his texts after?
Yeah, so he DM'd me and he was like, hey, I was wondering, like, I have an offer for you. And he was a politician, so I thought, like, you know, okay, there was something there. Like, I didn't think he was going to be creepy or anything like that. Like, I thought it was actually like a collab or some kind of business proposal, because you never know. So I responded, and it turns out that he wanted to be my sugar daddy online, in exchange for me sending him pictures, provocative pictures of myself. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, no. I thought this was something else. Like, I'm sorry I gave you that impression, but no. And he kept pushing, and I was like, I told you. And what I did was I would respond to my earlier texts, like earlier DMs, and be like, this is where I told you that I'm not going to do any of that. Like, this is where I told you that you had me all twisted. And then he would keep going, and I was like, listen, I'm not, like I told you, this is not going to be what you think it was. And if you initially DM me because of that, then it ends here. And he deleted all his messages, like every single one he deleted. And
because he thought you would expose him or something. Like,
yeah,
no,
because he was, I could have easily.
Because you know how sometimes those people message someone and then they expose them either on TikTok or like on the Reels, like, oh, this person messaged me, or like this person said this and this and that.
Yeah.
That's why they delete it.
Yeah.
You know, once they don't get a response, that's it. They delete. But sweetie, please, ain't nobody got time for that. Honestly speaking, like the minute I see it, all I have is fear. I have the biggest fear towards men these days for what they do. Honestly,
every girl. You can never be too careful, because
That's
they
right.
actually, like, this human trafficking thing is actually very real. There are people out there that I've received like emails, I'm sure you've received it too, like people offering to fly you in, and then they were like, oh, this one time
this flying out is it? Please, 2023. Every girl has their own money. Okay, we don't need to be flown out to and then to the US.
You know what?
I don't understand.
Some of them may be legit. I'm not saying they're all lying, and I'm not saying that there's it's not necessarily a bad thing if a guy wants to fly you out. Like, he's
But that's
nice.
like his first sentence. Oh, hey, how are you?
No,
Let me fly you
not the
out.
not the ones who use that as like a pickup line, but the ones who are like, you know, like you talk to them for a while and then they're like, I'm gonna fly you out, and like there's a way to do it. But there are these couple of DMs and emails as well. I've gotten emails, like my management email. They're sending it to my management email, and they're like, there's this one group, whatever. They were like, we're gonna fly you in, and you're gonna meet like the head of the Manchester United club and spend time in his villa, and every day you're gonna get an allowance of £3,000 daily. £3,000, like, excuse me. And then he was like, a lot of people come, a lot of girls come, and they have so much fun and they can't wait to come back. So this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. You can't miss it. And
Once
I was
in a
like,
lifetime, because you're just gonna be there for your lifetime. You're not coming back.
I was like, okay, tell me you're human trafficking without
Telling me this is human trafficking.
And it is sad
This
because
is so sad.
a lot of girls fall for this, you know? Like, girls, you can never be too careful. Like, trust your gut feeling and be careful.
Yeah, and don't
Be
do that.
safe. Don't fall for these tricks. No matter what, do not go, like, even if you end up going, like, don't go alone. Take a man or someone with. It's sad that I have to say take a man, but yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what
This
it
is really sad.
And then there are those. This video is going to be completely
All
about
about
DMs,
DMs,
by the
I
way,
swear to
because
God.
I feel like there's some juicy stuff to talk about. There are those men who offer to pay to have
Dinner, lunch?
lunch and dinner
Oh
with
God,
you.
this is the
Have you ever gotten
worst.
any of those?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Constantly, it's like, oh, let me take you out. Let me take you out. Let me
Yeah.
what do you mean? I can take myself out.
It's always the old men, by the way. Like,
Not
you
always,
old men
sweetie.
out there,
Sweetie,
like,
not always. I wish.
in my case, it's always
No.
old.
Like, it's just always like, and then they assume where you live. Oh, let me take you out here in London. Let me take you out here in Miami. Let me take.
Okay, so it's like, no matter how much you pay me, I'm not gonna have lunch or dinner with you. If I don't want to have lunch and dinner with you in specific, and I don't know you, I'm not gonna meet up with you to have lunch or dinner. That's just like, I value my peace and my mental health too much to put myself in a situation that I'm gonna regret, or to meet a stranger. Like, what girl meets strangers these days? Like, we live in a very messed up world. Like, there's no point in even trying. Like, I'm the kind of person that's just like that. Like, I'm not gonna go out and meet you. End of story.
I think this whole thing with DMs is like, not even an entire video is not enough. Like, because there are even extreme cases. Like, I don't even want to think about it or talk about it, the things that they say. Because while you're scrolling,
Yeah.
you can see. You know, in the beginning, you can like see what the person says.
Yeah, in the
It's just so
preview
vulgar.
area.
Yeah.
By the way, a tip to the girls: if you're looking through your DMs and you're getting a lot of DMs, if there's an image or a voice note being
Please
sent,
don't
do not open it.
up.
Do not open the image and do not listen to the
Yeah,
voice note.
just don't. Just
In fact, if you could just ignore all the DMs, which is what I do,
that'd be
because I've learned my lesson, do not open other requests.
You
But
know
then
what I did?
sometimes you have to, like, because of brands. But
Look,
you know
yeah.
you know their brands from their
Not
profile
always.
pic.
That's the thing, because sometimes they even have a. Okay, first of all, now these days everyone's verified. Their father, their grandfather, their mothers, their grandmothers, they're all verified. So when you look at something, you know, that's like verified and you think it's a brand, it's actually not a brand. You know what I mean? Like it's just another weird DM that you get, a message, someone trying to hit on you. But anyways, what I wanted to say was like, yeah, so what I usually do is that I go through them every 2 days, see if there's any brand or nothing, and if there is nothing, I just delete it all. That's it. I'm not going to be bothered to go through it, you know.
I don't even go through it anymore. Like if you're a brand,
brands, you know?
like heads up to the brands, please stick to emails, because it's very hard to filter out the DMs and find your DMs. So just stick to emails, because at this point, like, I don't check my DMs anymore. I just, whatever emails that come through, those are the ones that get looked at. Like if it's a DM,
True.
I can't be spending time filtering through.
Do you think that New Face has done something? I've been using it for 1 month and I've been seeing, so I have a very strong symmetry in my face. I hate it. So this side of my face is the one that I like, that's like lifted, and then this face is just sagging down. And no, it's not always. I don't even sleep on this side.
I like how you called it this face, like it's a whole different face.
It is actually. It is like once you cover, like this is something else, and then this one is something completely different. But, and here's the funny thing, I sleep on this side of my face and not on this side. So this whole thing, oh, it's because you sleep on that side of your face. No, I don't. I've been using it because I don't want to use any more fillers, because I usually go here every, let's say 9-10 months. No, actually the last time that I've done it was a year ago. I went through like having those under eye fillers. I don't even want to use fillers anymore, like I don't want to do it, so that's why I went for the New Face, and I wanted to see if I actually see a difference. Do you see a difference? Can you tell?
I don't know.
No?
To me, I never really noticed your symmetry in the first place.
Girl,
but you know what they say, like, you notice yourself more than other people do. Like, people don't see you the same way as you see yourself, you know?
For the girlies that are asking in the DM where I've got my nose done, it was here in Dubai with Dr. Hassan Yunus. So what I've had was that this side of my nose, on this side, on the right side, the meat was growing. There was some kind of meat and it was pushing the bone to this side. So I got that removed. I still am not happy with this part of my nose, but you know what? You just gotta, I'm not gonna go and redo that because
it's not gonna be perfect. Everyone's face is asymmetrical. Like there's
just have to accept that.
Gonna be...
Do you know what I use as a reference picture?
Your sister's?
My sister's nose. My sister's nose, God bless, is like the cutest little nose, like button nose.
Nadia has the cutest nose.
She has
her side profile.
Yeah, on another level, honestly speaking. She has my mom's nose. So my mom, oh my God, mashallah, like she has the perfect nose. But yeah, I'm actually done with my makeup. I still just need to do my lips. I'm gonna put on some lip tint. I think it's in the bathroom anyways. That's okay. I love to add some blush actually on my lips. This cream, this blush color from Fenty, that's called Cool Berry. Looks like a bronzer on my face. I don't know what it does, but it's so pretty. Always want to add up a bit more. I don't know what's with me and blush these days, this past couple of weeks, but I just love it.
You're definitely a blush girl. Yeah. I'm a bronzer girl. I feel like I can't without bronzer.
I can't without blush. Like, I can layer blush on and layer and not get enough of it.
Because I feel like blush just doesn't match my skin tone sometimes. Or maybe it's just me, like...
I think blush would suit you. Bronzer suits you as well.
Well, I like blush, but the only one I like is this one from Dior.
Yeah.
That's the only one that I use. And bronzer.
I like to use this one, the one from Sephora, the colorful blush afterwards. Yeah. I love to use that one.
Maybe I just haven't found the right bronzer for myself, you know, the one that I like, my holy grail.
You should use the one from Dior, the one that I just recently got. You should try it out. It's actually really nice.
I should. I'll try it out next time.
But yeah, I'm actually done. You guys like the makeup? I never change my makeup routine, by the way. It's always the same thing.
Same.
I don't even know why I'm acting like I'm doing something new. Like I don't. It's always the same thing over and over again. I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat. We're gonna go and shoot some content. I'm gonna do some at home.
And we need to go because we're running very, very late.
We are.
Deep breaths.
Deep breath. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope we see you guys next time as well. And have a beautiful day.
Bye.
Bye.